So far, we have talked a little bit about me losing my job, the decision I had to make, a tough decision to sell my house, and now I just want to share a little bit about what happened next. Once I made the decision to sell the house, it was time to kind of move forward and embrace everything that was going to be a part of that decision. You know, I spent some time trying to really figure out what I wanted to do. I had this house, which I loved, in Tallahassee, but I knew that most likely I was going to have to move out of the area, so I had to figure out what I was going to do with the house. So of the three options, long-term rental, Airbnb, or sell the house, I opted to sell the house. Hey everybody, David aka RV Jedeye, and welcome to Semi Full-Time. This is the story of me losing my job, making a decision on what to do with my house, and searching for that next opportunity. I hope you are enjoying the episode so far. Lots to get to today, so let's just get started. You know, once the decision had been made to go ahead and sell the home, it was now time to get it ready to go on the market. And that meant analyzing what I had to do with my home, talking with my realtor, Patty Wilson, to determine a price, and then to get it up on the market. So the first thing I did was sat down with Patty. We took a look at the numbers in the area for the time that I was going to be selling the house. Again, it was the end of the summer. Folks were getting ready to come back to school and to be in the area, so this was a good time to get the house up on the market. And when I looked at all of the numbers over and over again, it made better sense to go ahead and sell the home. So that's what I did. Patty and I met. We signed the contract to have her represent me once again in the home buying, or in this case home selling process, and we went forward. One of the first things we did was set a date for when the house had to be up on the MLS so that they could take pictures and get everything ready to go and get the house on the market. So I had to then figure out what to do in the house to get it ready. There were a couple of little projects that needed to be done just to get the home ready for resale. So I had to figure out some of the projects that I could do right away for myself, and then we were going to bring in a handyman to figure out the last bit of the other ones. The biggest project that I had was completing the kitchen island in my home. When I first bought the house, there was no island there. I took it upon myself to build out an island. I had a temporary top on the island, but I really wanted to find something to go on it full time. You know, I looked into stone, marble, all of that stuff, and that was just going to be too expensive. I even looked at laminate, but the lead time to get that turned around and the cost was still just astronomical, so I didn't think that was you know, an option. I even thought about maybe doing butcher block, maybe even building my own butcher block. But then what I did was I went out to Rooms to Go, looked around, maybe I could find a tabletop there that I could cut down or something like that. But what happened was I got a deal. I found a coffee table that had the right dimensions for the top, actually had some nice legs on it, but I knew that if I took the legs off, I could take that top, put it on the island, and that would be perfect. So that's exactly what I did. Everything else was looking at anywhere between $300–400. I got the top for 79 bucks and was able to mount it onto the island. That was a big win for me. Make sure you think outside the box anytime you have to finish off a project in the house. You never know where you may find a solution. Hey, just a reminder, if you like the content coming here on the RV Jedeye channel, especially this series, Semi Full-Time, click and subscribe, hit that bell notification, and that will alert you whenever a new video comes your way. That way you're up to date on everything Semi Full-Time. The next thing that I had to do is bring in a handyman to finish off some stuff. We had some lights that I needed to get hung. He finished the back of the island and had that wrapped up for me, caulked it and everything. One of the things I did for the very first time was power wash the back patio, and what a difference going from what I thought was okay to absolutely, it almost looked brand new. So that was really good. My realtor Patty wanted me to paint the trim around the front part of the house near the door area, so I did that. And so after I did the front door area, the other areas needed some paint in the front, and I did that. And then the next thing you know, I was going around the entire home and painting the trim, so I did that as well. So bottom line, you know, I spent, I don't know, maybe $300 to $400 getting everything ready that I had to wrap up. I then went and got a storage unit to start putting some stuff in storage. I also used my garage to store a lot of stuff in as well. Basically, it was all trying to get it stripped down and ready for Patty's partner, Scott, to come in and stage the house. They say that a stage house sells quicker, so I wanted to make sure that I got everything done that I could, got it to a point where Scott could come in and then do his magic. So that's basically what I did. I spent as much time as possible getting my house ready, finishing up some of those last minute projects, and all the while still looking for a job, but realizing that because I had the RV, I was going to be living out of the RV, I just needed to make sure that the focus was getting the house sold, and that's what I spent my time doing. That was it. Getting the house ready, getting it cleaned out, getting it set up for Scott, and in the next episode we'll talk a little bit about the staging process, what we had to do to market the home, and then take a look at what happened fairly quickly once the home was up on the market. Hey, that's going to do it right now for me. Make sure you keep following this series. It is semi-full-time. New episodes come out every Thursday here on the channel, and then my regular RV videos every Monday on the channel as well. RV Jedeye here on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Take care. Have a great day.